Hi everyone, and welcome to today's TV4Education teacher training. My name is Abby, and I'll be taking you through the basics of the system today. So we're going to go through all the different categories on TV4Ed. Okay, so it looks like we just had some computer troubles. I'm not too sure where I was up to when we crashed. I went through all the different categories with you. So I went through recently added. Sorry, I'll share my screen with you again. I went through recently added, which is the most recently added content to TV4Ed. I went through Learning Tube, which is short videos curated by our team that are educationally based. I went through documentaries and movies, which is pretty self-explanatory. Curated YouTube and YouTube. YouTube, everything you can search through YouTube. Curated YouTube is the same, but it's been curated, educational content curated by our team. And then the smart lessons, where we have resource lists, video lessons, and study guides that are all color-coded. And I was showing you how to save these. So you just click on the video or the lesson, and you click the star here, and it will automatically save it to your My Items. I was also showing you how to scroll across like this to see more videos, and how to click the View All button to see all of the most recently added in that section. And I was showing you that we had the tabs up here too. So the TV4Ed tab, most recently added, lessons, YouTube, etc. And that when you've clicked on one of these tabs, it will search through that whatever tab it is that you're currently on. So if I typed English in now, it would only come up with all the English YouTube content. And if I switch to lessons, same thing, TV4Ed, same thing. And then I was showing you about the different search boxes. So Smart Search will search through everything to do with the video, so descriptions, tags, and titles. If you just click title, it will just search through the title, and the same with all the different ones here as well. And if you click Advanced Search, you can put all the information in that you have and be as specific as you want to be. So just then I was up to interest areas. So that's a quick recap of what I already went over. As I said, I'm not too sure when we crashed, so I just sort of went over everything quickly that I had already gone over. So if I repeated some things, I do apologize, but I just want to make sure everyone knows what I'm talking about and no one misses anything. So if we go to interests, which is what I know what I was talking about when I noticed we crashed. I'm not sure how long before that we actually crashed. But the interest areas, when you first log into TV4Ed, this will pop up on your screen. And then once you've selected your interest areas, this won't pop up anymore. But if at any point you want to change your interest areas, you just go to interests here in the top right where my cursor is, and you can change them as many times as you want, as often as you want. So you don't need to save anything. You just click on and off them like this, and it automatically saves for you. And then when you're done, you click close. So the purpose of this is it will only show you content that's been tagged with the interest areas, so the subjects and the audience that you've selected. So if you're a secondary teacher, you don't want to see primary content, it won't show any primary content when you search TV4Ed, and same with the subjects. So if you're an English teacher, you won't get any maths or technologies or science or anything like that. Anything you didn't select, it won't show you when you actually put a search into TV4Ed. So now that we've gone through all of these tabs up here, all of the search terms and all of the categories on TV4Ed, as well as the different kinds of smart lessons, I hope I covered everything that I got to before I crashed. If not, we've got plenty of other TV4Ed trainings on our YouTube channel that you can go and check out, where my stream doesn't crash, and then you can see all of the content that I was referring to. So now that we've gone through all of the home page, we'll go to My Items, which is up the top here where my cursor is. So all of those videos that we were saving before by clicking the little start button, they end up here. So this is your My Items. This is everything that you've ever saved on TV4Ed, so you can scroll down as far as you want. There's a few different ways to search through here. You can click Filter, and currently this is filtering it by the date and the newest added at the top, but I can change that to the title if I want. So it can be A to Z or Z to A. And then the date, as I said, I can change it from newest added to the oldest or the first that was added by changing the ascending and descending. And I can also change the view if I think a different display is easier to read for me. So I can change it to a list view I want, or I can have the picture view. And I can also search up here as well. So if I just search English, Now it's showing me all the English content that I have saved to my items. You can also sort of search through them or curate them a bit. All these tabs here, it shows you how much content you have in each category. So this top one here, this sort of red one, we have 86 videos that are TV4Ed videos. The orange one says that we have 18 YouTube videos, and then the other red one down here says that we have 31 lessons. So if I just want to see all of the lessons that I have, I can do that. I can just click, if I click off the tabs, it means they go away. So when they're all popped up, it means it's searching everything that I have in my lessons. If I click off the other three and the lessons tab is just popped up, now I only have the lessons showing here. And I can do that with anything. Now I just have the YouTube showing, and now I just have the TV4Ed showing. If you want to delete anything at any point from your My Items, there's no issues. You just go to this little bin icon up here, and then it deletes it from your My Items, and you can always add it back later. There's no issues. If you want to play something from your My Items, it's the same as TV4Ed. You just click on it, it automatically plays for you. All of the same options come up for you. If you want to share this with your students, you can go to the share button here, which is underneath the star button we were using to save to our items before. And it comes up with everything you need to do to share it. So first you need to select a class grade. Make sure you click the lowest possible class grade that you can, because it will show it to this class grade and above. If you're showing it to multiple class grades, and let's say you click year 12 and you're showing it to year 10 and above, it won't show it to year 11 and 12. Whereas if you click year 10, sorry, it won't show it to year 11 and 10. But if you click year 10, it will show it to year 11 and 12 because it will show it from year 10 upwards. So make sure to always click the lowest class grade you want to see it. Then it will ask for a link expiry. So this is basically just how long the students will be able to see this video for. So if they've got, say, a test on the Monday and it's currently Thursday, you can set it for Sunday or Monday, and they won't be able to see it after that. Or if it's a resource you want them to have throughout the whole year, you can select the end of the year if you want, and they'll only be able to see it until the end of the year. So once you do these things, it will come up with your share link that you can give to your students. It will also give you an embed code if you want to embed this into your school's learning management system, as well as a QR code if you would like to share it that way as well. So that's how to share this, the content that you've saved to your My Items with your students. I'll show you how to access your school's collection now. So if we go to this button up here where my cursor is, you go to your school's collection. So the difference between this and your My Items is that your My Items is all of the content that you have saved personally to TV4Ed, whereas the school's collection is all of the content that all the staff and teachers at your school have saved to the school collection. So it works just the same as the TV4Ed and My Items. You can do a title search, subject search, smart search through here, as well as an advanced search. You just type whatever it is you need into the search bar up here. You can change the view if you want. You can change it to a list view or any kind of picture view. And once again, you can just click on it and it will automatically play with all the same options for you. And you can add something to your My Items from here as well, or share it from here as well if you would like. So that's the My Items and the school collection. The last thing we have to go through today is requesting with us. So before I get into requesting, I will say make sure that before you request something with us, you search TV4Ed first. Because if we already have it and you find it yourself, you can immediately add it to your My Items, and you can immediately play it to your classroom or immediately share it with your students, and you can immediately have the content you need. Whereas if you request with us, you'll have to wait for us to get back to you, sometimes just to tell you that it's something that we already have. So always make sure you search through first, no matter what it is. If it's something you don't think is educational or that people would see as educational that you think we might not have, still have a look anyway, because teachers all around the country are teaching a lot of the same content, so they request a lot of the same things. So always make sure to request with us first so you can immediately have the content. Search through TV4Ed first so you can immediately have the content. If we don't have the content, then feel free to pop in a request with us. So you go to this button up here in the top left, and once you're there, you click Mailbox. So this will automatically take you to our support tickets. So don't create a ticket with us. That will take you to the customer service team and not to the TV4Ed team. Make sure you head over to TV4Ed requests. So you'll be able to see all the different requests that you've put in the past, as well as what status they're in. So this one says completed, as does this one. So these ones are the ones that you've already got your content. We've already completed the request and got the content to you. So when we get the content to you, you'll be given a little message and you'll be able to play this content immediately from here, or you can add it to your My Items to watch later if you want. So you'll be able to see whatever status it is in. So if it says assigned, it's been assigned to one of our team and it will be to you within 48 hours. If it says scheduled, it means we've scheduled the program and it will record when it airs. If it says edited, it means it's currently uploading, etc., etc. And through each one of the steps, you get a little automated message just letting you know that the next step has been completed. You've also got this little type bar down here where you can type any messages to us. Let's say you've got maybe the program name wrong or something wrong. You can always let us know, type a little message to us, click the paper plane, and that will send us a message and we can get back to you. So to make a request, you just click make a request here. There's 3 different kinds of requests. There's free-to-air, Foxtel, and topic requests. So the free-to-air requests, you can request from any free-to-air channel, anything airing in the future, or anything that has aired within the past 3 months, as we keep all of our free-to-air files for the last 90 days. If you are outside of this time frame, don't stress, you can still request with us. We'll still do our best to get the content to you. It's just to be guaranteed the content, it needs to be within the last 90 days. Premium channels is you can request from any Foxtel channel. So these need to be done within before 48 hours of the program airing. So if it's airing on Thursday at 4 p.m, the request needs to be in by Tuesday 4 p.m. If you are under this time frame, don't stress. Still request with us. You'll just get an automatic pop-up letting you know that it's under 48 hours. Same with the free-to-air requests if you're outside of that time frame. Don't stress about that. We still will do our best to get the content to you. It's just to be guaranteed the program. It needs to be done before 48 hours of it airing. We can always push the program back. If you do see there's another airing of the program, don't feel the need to put in another request. We can manually move the request back for you. And you can also let us know with that little chat box I was showing you before. You can just type a little message to us and say, oh, this is airing again next week at whatever time it is. So the topic requests, this isn't for individual programs. This is if you want a smart lesson, if you want a resource list, a video lesson, or a study guide, or if you don't want a smart lesson, but you just want a list of videos pertaining to a particular topic. So you can say, I'm currently teaching Edgar Allan Poe's poetry. Do you have any videos based on that? And we'll send you some TV4Ed videos and maybe some YouTube videos as well. You can also use this to request individual programs, but only when you can't do that through free-to-air or Foxtel. If it's not something that's aired previously on free-to-air or Foxtel or isn't airing in the future, but you still want to just check if we can get it for you, you can put that in as a topic request, but only in those specific circumstances. If it is something that has aired on free-to-air or Foxtel or is airing in the future, make sure to put them in the correct categories. It just makes it easier on our system and it makes sure you get the content quicker. So if I click on free-to-air request here, it will bring up all the free-to-air channels I can request from. So let's say my program is airing on ABC News. I click ABC News, and then this is all the information it asks for. Everything with a little red star is just things that are compulsory to fill out. Obviously, the series number and episode number don't have that, as if it's a film, that wouldn't be relevant. So you just type the program title in here. So let's in this case say it's the business. And then if you have the TV guide in front of you, you'll be able to tell what episode they're up to for this year. If you don't stress, just don't pop anything in there. We'll be able to do that for you. But if you do know the series number and the episode number, pop that in there. It'll make it much easier for us. So let's say it's airing tomorrow. You'd click the 25th. And then you would put in the time that it is airing. Now this is in 24-hour time, so if it's airing at 8 p.m, make sure to click 20 and not 8, because if you click 8, it'll schedule it for 8 a.m. If you do that, don't stress. We can always change it for you. You don't need to stress out. So let's say it's airing at 8:15 on Friday, and it goes for 15 minutes. So once you've put all that information in, you can click submit. Unless you want the program with closed captions, then you would tick this box here. And if the program is airing with captions, we'll be able to record the program with captions for you. There are some instances where the programs aren't available with captions, and in this case, we can't get them for you. In those cases, we will let you know that, and we'll add the program to our recording list that we check daily. So let's say next week, it's now available with captions. We can now get it to you with captions. But don't stress too much about that. The vast majority of things on Free to Earn Foxtel are available with captions at the moment. So once you've done all that, you just click submit and it will submit the request for you. So it is the same with the Foxtel requests. You just choose from the Foxtel channel list. So let's say we want something from the arts channel. We click the arts channel, and once again we just fill everything in as we did before. The only difference is it needs to be 48 hours in advance, and if it's not, you'll just get an automatic message letting you know that. Don't stress too much, we'll still do our best to get it to you. So the last thing is the topic request. So this obviously looks a bit different. The only thing you need to fill out here is the subject, but the more detailed you are, the better we can get the correct videos and the correct kind of content to you. So let's say your subject is history, you just put that in. In target age group, you can either put the year level that they're in, or the age that they are, or both if you want. If the curriculum code objective, this is just if you've got the curriculum, let's say, on your computer, and you can copy and paste the curriculum code in here. If you don't have it, or you're not specifically teaching a specific curriculum code, you don't need to worry about this. This is just if you are, and you want us to be, if you want to be as detailed as possible, so we can go to the curriculum, read what it is you're teaching, and get the best kind of videos for you. In the lesson aims, you would say, analyze, let's say, historical texts. And then in the additional information, you can be as detailed as you want. In here, you can tell us if you want a resource list, a study guide, or a video lesson, or if you just want videos, if you just want some TV4Ed videos, or if you just want some YouTube videos, etc., etc. And you can be as detailed as you want about what it is that you're specifically teaching. As I said, the more detailed you are, the easier it is for us to get the correct content to you. So that's how to do the requests. That's the last thing I had to do show you for today. So if you have any questions, make sure to put them in the chat and I'll get to them before I leave. So that is our TV4Ed teacher training for today. So we went through all the different categories on TV4Ed, all the different searches that you can do on TV4Ed, how to register your interest areas, as well as how to access your My Items and your school collection. How to save all the content to your My Items and school collection, how to share that with your students, and then also how to do both Free to Earn Foxtel and topic requests with us. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can be notified when we're going live, or notified whenever we upload a video, so you don't miss out on anything. You can also follow us on all our other social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, to be updated on all the content that we have on TV4Ed, or just any other updates that are coming up with TV4Ed. So until next time, I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.